Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome to the complete Facebook advertising tutorial. My name is Darrel, and in this video you are going to learn and master Facebook ads. In this tutorial you are going to learn how to get a lot of likes for your page for a very cheap price. You're going to learn how to properly promote your page, and you're also going to learn how to get people engaged in your content. For example, right now I am promoting this post right here on how to make a WordPress website with Pokemon Go. So as you guys can see right here, I have around 355 likes. I have a lot of people engaged in my content. So I'm going to show you how to do the same thing. And I'm also going to give you guys a lot of tips and secrets and a lot of things that I wish I knew when I first started advertising, because I don't want you guys to make those same mistakes. Now, if you have an online shop or a website, I'm also going to teach you guys how to properly integrate it with Facebook so you can start selling your stuff on Facebook. And in this video, we're going to go over 3 chapters. We're going to do awareness, consideration, and conversions, because I know people watching this might have different needs. So for example, if you're an attorney, maybe you just want to send people to your website. Now, if you're an online shop, maybe you want to get conversions, which are sales. Now, if you're a blogger or somebody who just wants to promote something on Facebook, maybe you just want to boost your posts. So every single advertising strategy has a different goal. So for example, other people use it for branding. Maybe you just want people to see your stuff. You know, maybe they might come to your page. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys in this tutorial. Now, I use a lot of other platforms like Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Twitter ads. So I really know what works and a lot of the strategies to use. And really quick, I do have a YouTube channel where I teach people how to create an e-commerce website from scratch. So I actually use Facebook advertising for my videos as well, and also my channel. So I'm going to go over all these topics to sort of help you guys fully understand Facebook ads and some of the mistakes I made along the way. Okay, so stick around and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need to do is actually create a Facebook fan page. Now, you can't do this on your public profile or your private profile. It must be a fan page, okay? So go ahead and log in on Facebook on your regular account, and once you're done, you see this arrow way up here? Go ahead and click on that and click on create a page. So you'll be brought to this page. Now, go ahead and select what type of industry you're in. So maybe you are a local business, maybe you are a public figure, you're doing some sort of entertainment, or you're an institution. I am going to go ahead and just select public figure. I'm going to go ahead and put coach, and I'm going to go ahead and put Sith Lord. There it is, Sith Lord. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click on get started. And from here on out, guys, I'm going to be in the niche of web design / WordPress tutorials. Okay. So this screen right here, go ahead and tell people what your page is all about. So you have 155 characters to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in, I teach WordPress tutorials. I mean, that's a really bad description, but you might want to add something a little bit longer than that. But for this tutorial, that's all I'm going to put. Now, whenever you guys see a spot to enter in your website, always enter in your website. It's just giving more chances for people to visit your website. Okay. So I'm going to put in my website right there, darrelwilson.com. And don't worry if you don't know what to put right now. We can always come back to this in a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to click on save info. Now for our picture, you can go ahead and upload it from your computer. You can also import it from another website, okay? But for this tutorial, I am just going to go ahead and click on skip. So do you want to add this to your favorites? You guys can easily add this to your favorites right here. You'll get more notifications about it. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and click on skip. All right, so the preferred page audience. Okay, so this is where we have a little bit more control on who we can connect with. So first off, we're given this tab right here next to locations. So for example, you can do people who live in this location, people recently in this location, traveling in this location, or that are actually in this location. Now, it depends on what type of business you're in. Maybe you're some promoting company in California where people are traveling to your location. You want to let them know, oh, come to this place. You know, it's really cool, whatever you're into. But for most people, you're probably going to click on everyone in this location. Now, go ahead and type in a location. So where are you from? So I'm going to say United States. All right, United States, United States. I'm from California, but I'm just gonna put United States. But we can actually get a little bit more specific than this. Let's say, for example, you are a retail store in Los Angeles or Pasadena, California. We can go ahead and type in Pasadena, California. So now you guys can see right here, we're actually marketing to people within this location right here. So So this would be ideal if you're a retail business that you want to target local people. You guys can actually also select different places. So for example, you want to do Pasadena, California, and also maybe you want to do Mexico. We can go ahead and market or to connect with people from Mexico. So now we're connecting with people from Mexico and Pasadena, California. And right here, this little symbol right here, we can actually do a mile radius. So maybe you want to include the radius. So 50 miles. So now you're marketing to people within 50 miles of Pasadena, California, and we're also marketing to people in Mexico. Next, we can actually say, you know what? I don't want to connect with people from Canada, right? So if you're from Canada, sorry, but we're going to exclude you. So right here, you click on exclude, and you can go ahead and select Canada. Now for AdWords, this is very, very important. Also for this, it is too, because let's say you're from, Washington and you want to market to people around you. Well, you might want to exclude Canada because people around you are considered Canadians. So you might want to exclude that as well. So that is another reason why you'd want to exclude countries. Okay. So once you're done, selecting your information, go ahead and go to our age section. So right here, we have our age. So maybe you're connecting to people between the ages of 16 to 45, right? 16 to 45. Next, we have our gender. Now, this is pretty important, guys. So let's just say, for example, you are a woman's shoe fashion company. Maybe in this case, you'd only really want to connect with people who are women. Now, if you are a creatine store where you sell bodybuilding products for men, maybe you would only want to connect with people who are men. So go ahead and select your gender. Next, you have your interest. And this can be a little important, guys, because, I actually work with someone and they have their interests set to web design, and they are a web design company. And I told them, why would you want to market to your competitors? And they're saying, well, I want to market to people who want websites. And I said, how about you do that to somebody who are entrepreneurs or small business startups? So for example, we can go ahead and select entrepreneurship, startup company. Those are really good ideas to market to as a web designer, because we don't really want to market to people who have an interest in web design, because that could include people who are actually web designers, right? I mean, I actually receive a lot of ads from web designers, and I'm like, why are they advertising to me? I can like their page and charge them money, So next, you can also do small business. That would be another good interest to do. Social entrepreneurship. These are all good categories. So go ahead and select the interests that you would think people would want your business for. Next, you have languages. So for example, for marketing to Mexico and also United States, maybe you want people who speak English and Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and put English, United States, and then for the other one, we're going to go ahead and put Spanish. So now I'm going to click Spanish. So now it looks like we have our page fully set up. We're marketing to or connecting to people from Mexico and also Pasadena, California. And let's just say I want to go ahead and say, you know what, I'll just do United States in general. We'll do United States, and we'll go ahead and leave that there. So as you guys can see, also the Pasadena, California disappeared because that is actually included in United States. So we don't really want to double market, and that results in frequency. And we'll talk about frequency in a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. All right. The Sith Lord page is created. It's done. So congratulations. We made our page. Let's go ahead and just make a post really quick. So write something. Well, I'm going to put welcome to the dark side. All right. Welcome to the dark side, and publish that bad boy. All right, great. So we've successfully created our page. We made our first post. Congratulations. All right. So now let's go ahead and go to the next section where we will boost our posts. I'll see you there. All right, guys, welcome back. So before we actually start to promote our page, we kind of want to fix it up, right? For example, I added in these really cool pictures. So in order to do that, you guys can just go to Google and just type in, free cover photos for Facebook, and you guys will be given a ton amount of pictures that you guys can use, or you guys can actually just go ahead and search that in the search engine, and you guys can go to one of these websites. There's a lot of different websites where they'll give you guys, free cover photos. A lot of these are pretty cool. So you guys can, spend the time to do that, and also upload your picture on your profile. So once you guys are done with that, you guys might take some time to do that. You guys can actually go to your About Us page, and you guys can start adding in more information. So you guys can enter in your address, your start date, your bio, a long description for your page, and that's really good, guys, for SEO purposes. So make sure to fill this information out and try not to leave anything out. You can enter in your email address. If you want to add a phone number, I don't have a phone number on mine, but you guys can add in a phone number, and you guys can add in all sorts of cool stuff. Next, you have your services tab. You guys can add a service right here. For example, what do you want to service? Maybe I want to do web design. So mine's websites for maybe, I don't know, 500 bucks. And then, you know, I make awesome websites. And I can add a photo right there. You probably would want to add a photo. So I'm going to click on save right there. All right. So we have our services right there. Websites, 500 bucks. I make awesome websites. Next, you guys have your photos. You guys can add in more photos to your profile, and you guys can, you know, go through these options right here for videos. We're not going to do videos right now, so just go ahead and just, you know, skip that. We have our manage tabs. You guys can add or remove tabs. You guys can, you know, adjust them to however you like. So once you guys are done with these settings, and I know I'm going a little fast, so feel free to pause the video and go through some of those settings. We are now going to boost our post. So for example, I went down here. I made welcome to the dark side. Let's go ahead and promote this post. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is click on boost post. And now there's two ways to do this. We can do it through the page, or we can do it through the Power Editor. And I will get to that in a little bit. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and click on create a new audience. Now I do have a lot of audiences that I do. So I have, you know, people in California, the girl audience for photography. I use experimental ones to see if I can get a better cost per click on certain audiences. But for this, we're going to do create a new audience. So go ahead and give your audience a name. So maybe this one is for, you know, people on the weekend or people after work. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in web design for weekdays. And I'm going to put all. Now for the age, I probably want to market to people a little bit older who might want to be interested. Now guys, there's actually a really cool tool that you can use to find out what age you want to market to. Now, if you don't have Google Analytics installed on your website, you might want to install that, because Google Analytics can give you some very crucial information that will help you market. So for example, this is my my Google Analytics dashboard. So I'm going to click on home. Now, if you guys don't know how to use Google Analytics, I have a tutorial on how to install it. It's very simple. It's very easy. It takes 5 seconds. So if you don't have it installed, feel free to install it. But I'm going to go ahead and just click on all website data. And right here, we're given this big option right here. All these, you know, these users, the page views, etc. But I'm more interested on the age. So under demographics right here, I can go ahead and select on age. Now, a lot of people don't use this. I haven't seen, but it's crucial to use it because you're given the most crucial information. So for example, right here, people between the ages of 25 and 34, you know, they're probably the most, you know, they visit my website the most. You know, they have the highest sessions. They have a relatively very low bounce rate. A bounce rate is basically when someone comes to your website and they leave right away. That's considered a bounce rate. So I'd probably want to market to people between the ages of 25 to 34, maybe also people between the ages of 35 to 44, because as you guys can see, the bounce rate's relatively low for those ages. People above 65 have a very high bounce rate. That means they're probably not interested in what I'm having to offer. So I'm going to go ahead and market to people between the ages of 25 and 34. Oops, sorry, wrong page. So 25 and 34. All right, and 34. Boop, there we go. Oh, no, there we go. 34. Okay, so where do I want to market to? Well, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to close this. So I'm doing web design. So let's go ahead and think about this for a bit. I'm doing web design. I probably want to go ahead and do a test of United States. United States. Okay, so I'm doing United States, and you know, I think that's probably the only one I really want to market to right now. So, or connect with. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want to connect with people in the United States between 25 and 34. Next, we have our interests. So this is also a very good tip for you guys. So who do I know who to market to? You know, it's kind of hard to know who's going to be most interested in my post. But if you guys have Google Analytics installed, you guys can find that out. For example, if I go over here to interest and overview. So people who are visiting my website the highest probability are people interested in movie lovers, technophilies, business services, web design and web development, arts and entertainment, TV and video, online video. So I might want to go ahead and select some of these people who are visiting my website the most frequently. So I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, maybe art and entertainment, maybe business services and art and entertainment. So I keep going to that page. I should close it. So arts and services. Now it might be different on Facebook. They might have different like categories, but you guys can sort of relate to it. So arts and musics, maybe TV, television shows, maybe television shows. Ooh, technology, that's a good one. So technology, because technophilies, and then we'll do television shows or television, Howard Stern, just television or TV series, maybe TV series. There we go, TV series. So now I'm sort of relating my interest from Google Analytics, and I'm sort of bringing it to my Facebook page. Now, you guys can be experimental. You guys can try to reach new markets all the time. A lot of people do that because it's kind of hard to know who exactly is going to be interested in your product. Maybe, you know, a guy doing the guitar might want to buy some creatine pills from you. You know, we don't really know, but by doing trial and error, you can sort of find out, find out which ad is performing well. So I'm going to click on save now. I've added in my interests. So web design for weekdays. So I put that in. Next, we're going to go ahead and put in our budget. So how much money do you guys want to invest? And you guys can select, like for example, I'm going to go ahead and put $20. That's good. So our estimated reach is between 5,700 people to 15,000. So let's go ahead and select that. So how long do you want this ad to run? Well, maybe 1 day, maybe 7 days. Maybe 14 days. So you guys can go ahead and select that. Now, Facebook will actually spread your budget over these amount of days. So for example, you guys see 7 days right here. You will spend $2.85 per day. But if I do 14 days, it's getting lower because it's trying to spread my budget throughout all of those days. Okay. So maybe I'm just going to say I want it for 7 days. So every day I'm going to spend around $2.85. Okay. So this is a really relatively terrible ad. It will probably get disapproved because it's only 4 words. But if your ad gets also disapproved, guys, don't panic. You guys can, just create a new ad all the time. It's very common to get ads that are disapproved. So I'm going to click on boost. All right, it is submitting my promotion. All right, and right here you can see it's in review. So they're reviewing my ad right now to make sure it meets their guidelines. Now, if you guys have an image or something where it has a lot of text, Facebook does not like text. They really, really don't, okay? So I'm gonna click on close. And now we've successfully created a post, and it's going to be boosted for $20, and it's going to be spread out within 7 days. Now, there are some other really cool features that you guys can do, and actually secrets that I'm gonna teach you guys. So let's just say you want to create a post, right? Now, people generally only really click on posts when there's a lot of engagement on it, right? If they see an empty post, they're really not going to click on it. So I'm going to give you guys one of those really cool tricks that I've learned. So right here, I'm going to write something, okay? I'm going to put a photo maybe, upload photo, and I'm just going to go ahead and put something like, let's see. These are from, we'll put in this one right here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put, welcome to the Dark Web Design Company. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this post. All right. So I'm publishing this post, and now I'm going to teach you guys like a really cool trick on how to get a lot of post engagements. So we've created this post. Now let's go ahead and boost it. Now this is a trick that a lot of other people do. So if you guys have seen this, it's relatively becoming more common. So let's go ahead and create a new audience. Now I'm going to create a new audience, and I'm just going to put test. Now gender, I'm going to put all. For age, I'm going to go ahead and put all. And I bet you're wondering, why are you doing this? So United States, we're not going to put United States. We're actually going to market to people in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. and Pakistan. Okay. And we're going to scroll down, and right here, we're just going to go ahead and put maybe just all. We're just going to go ahead and select all. We're going to put business and industry. We're just going to select all these. All right. We can select wellness. We can select outdoors. We can select technology. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and save this post. All right. So now we've selected all of our information, but for our budget, we're just going to put $1. We're just going to put $1. The minimum budget is $1 per day. So you might want to put $2, but I'm just going to go ahead and say I want it for 1 day. All right. So I've added in that budget. I've added in all of our information. Now I'm going to go ahead and boost this post, and it's going to get reviewed. And I'm going to show you guys what happens when we do this. So I'm going to click on close. Okay, so we've successfully done this. Now I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit till my ads get reviewed so you guys can see the difference on or see the results of marketing to people from other countries for just $1 against this post right here where we did it for $20 in people in the United States. Okay, so that is basically how you guys boost your posts. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video really quick, and we will come back to this in just a minute. All right, guys, welcome back. So now let's go ahead and take a look at those 2 posts and see what's happened. So this is the post that we originally marketed to other countries. Now, I've already received 50 likes, and I actually had to pause it because I was getting so many likes. Now, let's go ahead and look at the statistics of this to see what it's cost us. So I've spent around 8 cents. It's reached around 212 people. As a result, I've gotten 54 engagements, and additionally, I've received 4 page likes from just this one post for only 8 cents. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the other ad. Right here, I'm gonna click on this other ad. I've received nothing. I got 0 engagements. I spent more money, and I've reached 66 people. So I bet you're wondering, Darrel, what's the point of this? Why are you telling us to make a post to people in another country? That's not what I want to do. I know that, but what you can do is take this post with all of these likes and then remarket it in the United States where people are going to see a post with a lot of likes and a lot of engagements, and they're going to be more likely to click on your ad than an ad with nothing on it, correct? Now, there is a myth out there, and I believe this is true. A lot of people believe that these are not real people. They believe that there's just something called click farms out there, where there's just a bunch of businesses out there that just hire people to click on ads. Whether or not that is true, I don't really know, but I've gotten the results I wanted at a very, very good price. And this isn't unethical. It's not against the rules. We're just following Facebook's advertising policies by, advertising to people in the other countries, and we're getting a lot of likes. So this is a very good strategy to gain momentum and engagement for your page and then remarket it to people in the United States where they're going to see a post with a lot of likes on it. So that is a very big marketing secret, and you guys can actually do this for your page as well. So over here, we have our promote button. Let's go ahead and promote our page to those people across the country. So I'm going to go ahead and click off all of these right here. Now we're going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put Pakistan. I'm going to go ahead and put Nepal, Bangladesh, and let's also do Cambodia. Let's throw Cambodia in there, huh? Let's do Cambodia. We'll do Cambodia as well. So we're going to do all these ages. This is good. And we're going to go ahead and just, we can go ahead and leave those, or we can just, add in as many as we want. We don't really care. We're just trying to get likes for our page to sort of get popularity. Now I've added a bunch of categories right here, as you guys can see. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and just say, I only want to spend $1, and I want this to go for only 1 day. So today is the 3rd because I'm working at midnight. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 4th. And Facebook believes that our estimated likes is going to be 3 to 11, but it's going to be a lot more than that. So I'm going to let this run as the tutorial goes, and you guys will see, or I'll do like this. I'll just do 2 days. There we go. So I'm going to let this run as the tutorial goes, and you guys are going to see as we're doing other things that our page is going to get a lot of more likes for a very cheap price compared to trying to get those likes in the United States. So we're submitting our promotion. I mean, we've already received live 11 likes. So that's pretty cool. So next, let's go ahead and create an ad through the Power Editor. Let's introduce you all to the Power Editor to create a post where we will have a little bit more control of our advertising. So same thing, go ahead and click this up here and click on Create Ads. So welcome to the Power Editor. So right here, we have a lot of different type of objectives. You can boost your posts, promote our page. And you guys have noticed a lot of these are actually on the page itself, but you know, a lot of these are only available through the Power Editor. So let's go ahead and do boost your posts. We're gonna do, you know, we can just name it post engagement. Let's name it post engagement 2. All right. So now this is where we're gonna use a little bit more strategy for our Facebook page and our preferences. So I am a web designer, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I want people in the United States, which is the people I wanna market to. Now, I wanna market to people within my age groups, and we've looked at this before right here. And as you guys can see, for our age, I want somebody between the ages of 25 to 34, because those are the people that are more likely to click on my ad. So I'm gonna go back over here and do let's just do 24 to 35. We'll do 36. Why not? Yeah, 36. And we will do all. And I want people who speak English. Okay. Now, detailed target. So now I want to go ahead and select interest. Now, guys, this is the most, I guess you can say, complex thing. A lot of people do trial and error to sort of find what works best for them. Now, there really is no solid answer I can give you guys on what place to market to, but we will go ahead and do some critical thinking and really try to figure it out. So I am a web designer, right? Like I said, maybe I want to do entrepreneurship, small business owners, even self-employment. That's also a very good one. You know, what else can we do? We can market to startup companies. That's also really good. Now, you want to stay in this green bracket right here for audience definition. Now, the reason why you want to do that, if you have an ad that is too broad or too specific, Facebook actually will charge you more because they think that your ad is not relevant enough. They want quality ads. They want ads that people can actually use and you know, enjoy. They don't want to, you know, you don't want to promote like a HostGator ad and then find out you're some small business in Alabama, right? That would be a terrible ad. And as a result, you might pay a lot more for your clicks. Google AdWords has the same exact concept, where they have a relevance score. They'll basically give you guys a discount on your ads if they believe that your ads are relevant. So I've added in this detailed targeting. Next, let's go ahead and we can actually exclude people or narrow the audience. So we can exclude people the same way. So maybe you don't want to have people who are interested in, let's see, behaviors. You know, I don't really want, I mean, web design is so broad. That's the thing. It's kind of like anybody can use it. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and just leave that blank because I believe that anybody can use a website, right? So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, not put anything there. But for example, if you are, you know, selling shoes, you might not want to exclude or include people who wants to, you know, buy like a certain brand of shoes. Maybe you are a hiking company where you sell only hiking boots. Maybe you don't want to sell sports shoes. So you would go through that list and exclude somebody who is interested in sports shoes, because then you could be marketing to the wrong people. And as a result, you're going to waste more money. Okay. So do some critical thinking for your business, you know, really understand what's the purpose of who you want to market to. So after you've done that section right there, and like I said, I wish I can give you guys a solid answer, but it depends on the business. It really does. So I'm going to skip this section. Now for connections, let's go ahead and look at Facebook page. So people who also like our page, I kind of don't want to do that because people who have already liked my page, I don't really want to pay for them if they like one of my ads because they've already liked my page. Now, friends of people who like your page. Now, this could be good and it also could be bad. So I'll explain why. When somebody likes a page on Facebook, they're actually notified through their feed. For example, let's go ahead and show you guys. So this is my Facebook right here. And as you guys can see right here, this right side right here, it tells me basically right here, Erica liked this guy's link. So by doing this, you could be marketing twice to the same person, causing high frequency. What a frequency is the same person seeing your ad all the time. So the higher the frequency, the worse it is, because then you will actually get charged more because the same people are viewing your ad. So connections, let's go back to that. I would like to do people who have already liked my page. I don't want to pay for somebody who's already liked my ad, or yeah, exactly, already liked my page. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that there. Next, let's go ahead and look at placements. Where do you want your ads to appear? Now, think about it. So if I am doing WordPress tutorials, if I am showing people how to build a website and I post that on my Facebook, maybe I don't want that for a mobile newsfeed, because somebody on their phone could not watch one of my YouTube channels where, for example, this video right here,
you need a website.
There's always an ad.
It's easy to create your own stunning web.
Okay, so this video right here is an hour and 53 minutes long. So would I really want to market to somebody on their mobile phone who might probably not watch that whole thing? Probably not. However, if they are on a Wi-Fi device, maybe yes, because maybe they're at home, correct? So the whole purpose of this, guys, is to really think and to save every possibly dollar you can, because you don't want to market sloppily. You really have to sort of think about it. Now, desktop right column. I really don't like those ads. So these are the ads for the desktop right column. I never look at these ads. I never even notice they're there, but people do. A lot of people click on these ads. So that is just my personal experience. So desktop news feed. I believe those are actually very powerful ads, because those are the ads that they're going to see right here. So these ads are a little bit more relevant, and they're right in your face compared to these right ads where they're always here. But I'm not saying they're not going to click on them. Like I said, it really depends on marketing strategy. And if you have an Instagram, you can set up your Instagram as well. So you guys can basically really think about where you want to put your ads and where you think the best place would be. Now, let's go to the next section, budget and schedule. So what is your budget? So a daily budget and a lifetime budget, what's the difference? So a lifetime budget is a budget that runs through September 3rd to October 3rd, right? So I'm going to use this budget on this entire date. They're going to spread it evenly over those dates, so my ads are showing within those dates. Now, what is the daily budget? Well, the daily budget is saying, how much do I want to spend per day? I want to spend $3 a day, $3 a day on all through all these days. So right here, it's saying your ad will run for 30 days. You will not spend more than $90. So it's up to you and your marketing budget to basically find out what you want to do. Now, how do you want your ad delivered? So optimize for ad delivery. You guys can do post engagement, impressions, or daily unique reach. So post engagement. Do you want people to, do you want to deliver your ads to the right people to help you guys get a lot of likes, shares, or comments? Now, you can do this for, one reason. If you want people to engage in your content. Now, there are other reasons like impressions. Impressions is basically branding. So for example, maybe you just want people to see your logo. You just want people to see it, get exposure, start to see your company pop up here and there. For that purpose of branding, you would use impressions. Daily unique reach, I don't really use too much. So they're going to deliver your ads to the people once a day. Now that is actually pretty good, because then that's going to result in a lower frequency rate, which means that you don't want the same people seeing your ads all the time. So most people do post engagement, but if you're trying to do branding, I would select impressions. Okay. Now the bid amount. So for example, they're saying that this suggested bid is around 58 cents per engagement. So that means anytime anybody interacts with your post, you're going to get charged around 48 cents. Now let's change this to impressions. So it's changed. Now, what does that mean per 1,000 impressions? So how much are you going to pay for 1,000 people to see your ad? Well, the suggested bid is $11.17. Now it could be more or it could be less depending on your relevance score. If you have a high quality ad, Facebook will kind of reward you by saying, okay, we'll give you guys a lower cost because we believe that your ad is relevant, it looks good, you followed the guidelines, so maybe we'll just charge you $8. But if your ad is terrible, for example, if you are a shoe store and you're advertising web hosting, you might have a very expensive ad because it's not relevant. People are going to get pissed off, and Facebook's going to get mad at you because they're saying, look, you're ruining our search engine. You're ruining our ads. So we're going to charge you as much as possible because we think that you're violating our terms. So that being said, we can do post engagement, and you can select a manual bid. Now you can just go ahead and say how much per engagement, maybe around 50 cents. Or you really want to put that dot. I really got to do that. So 50 cents. Now, when do you get charged? So do you want to get charged for the impression, or do you want to get charged for engagement? So for example, if somebody sees your ad enough, you're going to get charged. Now for post engagement, you're only going to get charged for post engagement. So it's up to you to sort of decide what you want to get charged for. It could be more or less depending. So for example, if you have a really high quality ad, impressions might be good because then a lot of people are going to see your ad and click on it. You might get charged less. But if you have post engagement, you're only going to get charged when somebody clicks on your ad. That's the only time you're going to get charged. Okay. So like I said, it really depends on your goal. Okay. Ad scheduling. Next, you can have your ads running all the time or have it run on a schedule. Now, for me in web design, I am sort of, I basically think that running my ads all the time are good because I don't really know. Maybe an entrepreneur is a guy who's working at a bar, right? He's a bartender. Maybe he wants to start his own business. So maybe he has really weird hours. I don't know that, but I don't want to exclude anybody because I don't really know who is most likely to click on my ad. I'm thinking people who are working full time who want to start their own business somewhere else. So as a result, I would leave the ads running all the time. But maybe you're a business that you only want advertising on a certain time. But remember, ad scheduling only works on lifetime budgets. So that means you'd have to change your budget up here to lifetime, and then you can have your ads run on a schedule. So I don't really know like a scenario of where you would do this. For example, maybe you're just like a shoe store and you want to do it during business hours because maybe people are on their computer. So that would be a good reason. Maybe when they go home, they don't use the computer, etc. So that would be actually a good scenario to have your ads timed. So, do your research and check that out. Next, let's go ahead and do delivery type. So show your ads throughout the day, recommended, or they have accelerated. Now it's kind of funny because Google AdWords actually recommends accelerated and they don't recommend standard. Now, what does that mean? So they're basically going to extend your budget throughout the entire day and keep it rotating. Or accelerated is they're just going to show your ads as fast as possible. So is that really good? I mean, do you think that's good? I personally think that accelerated would be good in certain scenarios because it doesn't really matter. Think about it. It doesn't matter. If somebody's interested in your ad, they're going to click on it, right? So if you're doing post engagement and accelerated, people are just going to click on your ad as much as possible, and you will spend more. But are you getting that quality of traffic? It depends. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as standard. Now this is good for beginners because it will rotate your ad throughout the day to spread it more evenly, so you spend less. But it will show less. So keep that in mind, okay? Next, you have our ad set name. So this is our ad set. So they're basically setting our ad for us. So I'm going to go ahead and put web design. Just like that. Boop. All right, and then click on continue. Maybe I forgot a section. Nope. So now it's going to go ahead and run one of my ads. Now you guys can select which ad you want run. So which Facebook page. So we were doing, which one were we doing? We were doing the Sith Lord. You guys can also select your post. Now read this right here. So post can't be used on Instagram. It gives you guys specific instructions on your ads. Now another case is this ad right here. So this ad right here, I have text. Facebook saying there's too much text in this ad. We prefer little or no text. So if I place this order, it could get denied. However, I already know that this ad will be accepted, but still Facebook does not like text on their ads. So remember, if your ad gets disapproved, don't panic, just change it and fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just promote this one. I'll just place this order right here. I actually have my credit card stored. So if you have your credit card stored, guys, it uses it for all of the ads on all of your pages. So it's really, you know, it's very convenient. You don't have to keep uploading credit cards for certain pages. So right here, this is the ad right here. The delivery is active and my budget is $350 and this is the schedule. So we have to sort of wait to sort of get a quality score because the ad really hasn't really, you know, ran too much. So after you guys get it ran, you know, for a few hours, maybe a day, you will receive a quality score. And that score from 1 to 10, the better, the higher the score, the better. You will get charged less. I've actually received notifications from Facebook telling me that your ad is paying lower than the average because it is relevant. People are clicking on it. Now we can actually go ahead and see this post. So there it is. So this is my post right here. This is how people are going to see it. And you guys can see it has engagement on it. It looks good. And I've actually received a lot of American likes on this because I started this page, or I'm sorry, this post advertising to people from other countries. So that is my nutshell about how to do post engagement, guys. Next, I know that was a lot to cover. Feel free to go get a drink or a beer or something like that because I know that was a lot to cover in this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our page over here. I probably should cancel that because that will really take $350 out of my account. So I've spent probably, you know, I spent around maybe $1,200 a month on AdWords and Facebook ads. Well, at least on AdWords, but on Facebook a little bit less. So that is it, guys, for my for the posts. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our page right here, our notifications. We're getting all these notifications now. So right here, 6 people have already liked our page. So all these people right here liked our page. So I said, as this tutorial is going, we're going to see more and more people like our page because we're promoting it to other countries. For example, right here, 16 likes already. That's pretty good. And we're paying less than 10 cents for it. So that's a good strategy to use to sort of get people to like your page and also promote your posts. So let's go ahead and go on to the next section. So we've talked about boosting our posts. I believe the next section we're going to talk about getting visitors to your website. I'll see you there. All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to this exciting episode of how to use Facebook ads. So we're going to actually now promote our website. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can do this, but I prefer to use the Power Editor. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to pretend that we are personal injury attorneys that are trying to find clients that need our service. So up here, same thing. Click on Create Ads. All right. So now we want to do consideration. We want to bring people to our website. So I'm going to click on Send People to Our Website. Do website clicks, maybe test 1, or for personal injury. Personal injury. And like I said, you can have actually a lot of ads running at once, sending people to your website, not just one. I mean, you can have different locations, different interests, different ages, you know, really trying to understand who would be most interested in your service. So for example, right now, we're going to go ahead and do everyone in this location. Now, United States. So remember, we're personal injury attorneys. We might want to narrow down our location because let's say I'm a personal injury attorney in Los Angeles. So I'm going to do Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles is sue happy. Everybody sues everybody here. That's kind of how it works here. Now we want to kind of extend this, you know, at 25 miles. Now we can actually get a little bit more than that. So let's go ahead and click on this and increase the radius by at least 50 miles. So now we're reaching a much larger audience. And guys, if you're an attorney out there, I would recommend Facebook ads because Google Ads charges a lot for that keyword. You know, best attorney in Los Angeles. That is a very expensive keyword, but on Facebook, it could be dramatically less. So age, we don't really know who needs the service, but anybody between the ages of 18 to 65 could possibly use personal injury attorney. Maybe they got in a car accident. Maybe they were rear-ended, right? Next, you want to do language. So maybe the people that got in an accident spoke Spanish. Maybe they spoke Mandarin. Let's go ahead and put those in. Maybe you're in a firm with multilingual. Maybe you're a firm that deals, you know, with Asian clients only. I don't know, but let's go ahead and put all those in. We'll put English. We'll put Spanish, and also Mandarin. Uh-oh, that is not available. Did they put Chinese? Really? Well, that is not good because the proper pronunciation is Mandarin because that is the language being spoken, but they're referring to it as Chinese. So I don't know about that one. You know, it's a little off. You guys are watching this, you guys should report Facebook saying, hey, you know, the proper word is Mandarin, not Chinese. So anyways, now detailed targeting. So we're an attorney, we're a personal injury attorney, and we're trying to find clients. So who would be interested in that? Maybe something that dealt with car insurance, maybe personal injury, maybe accidents, stuff with that nature. So let's try to find something. Let's do auto insurance. So auto insurance, no. We can do, what about personal injury? Personal injury. There we go. We found some really, really good ones. Personal injury lawyer. Oh, look at this. We got the gold mine right here. So accidents, traffic collisions, injury, negligence, rear end collision. That's a good one. You know, I mean, all these are really good. Collision, no, collision, not necessarily, because that could be from a lot of things. That's a little bit too broad, but maybe something like head-on collision. That is actually much better than just collision. So we've actually have some really, really good interest right here. This would be very, very good for people who would need a personal injury attorney. Now we can also exclude people. So who would a personal injury attorney not want to do? So let's just do injury, maybe a certain type of injury, like nerve injury. That could be 50-50. Personal injury lawyer, acute. You know, maybe they might be going through this. You know, I'm not a doctor, so I really couldn't tell. So let's just include them anyways. You know, what the hell? So we're going to go ahead and just leave that and just add all these in. Now for our connection types, maybe we want to leave this on everybody now. Remember last time how we said people who like your page? Well, maybe the people who have already liked our page have a friend. Maybe they need it. Maybe their husband needs it. Maybe their kid needs it. We don't really know yet, but we don't want to exclude the people who liked our page. So in this scenario, we're going to just go ahead and leave it as blank. We don't want to exclude anybody. So we are going to go to the next section of placements. So here we have different placements right here. Now, I would probably leave all of these. For a personal injury attorney, I would probably leave all of these. So, oh, I forgot to select this up here. Sorry, Facebook page. So people who liked your page, we'll leave that up there. And we can also do people, you know, that one as well. But we want to leave that. We don't want to exclude the others, the section. We don't want to put exclude people who use your app. So we don't want to do that. I'm sorry, page, sorry. So next we have our placements, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what? I want to leave everybody up here. I want everybody to see this because we don't really know who needs us or not. You know, accidents happen, right? And for mobile devices, I'm not going to select it this time. Do you guys see how different businesses really, you know, they require different types of marketing? Because, for example, last time we were using WordPress tutorials. People on mobile didn't need that. But now we need that because maybe someone on their phone knows of somebody on an accident. We don't know. So let's go ahead and leave those blank. Next, we have our show advanced options. So we don't want to exclude anybody. No, I don't want to exclude anybody. You know, even their dating or gambling, you know, religious, you know, we don't want to exclude any of those. So we're going to go ahead and just hide the advanced options. So our budgets, you guys know how to do this. I'm going to go ahead and just leave all this standard because we talked about this last time. So optimization for ad delivery. So link clicks to your website. So we'll deliver your ads to the right people to help you get the most clicks from your ad at your website at the lowest cost. Well, that would be good because then basically people who are really interested in, you know, this type of field would need that. So we probably wouldn't want to do impressions here. We wouldn't want to do daily unique reach either because we don't want to, I mean, I think the link clicks to the website is probably more efficient because people who are clicking on that really need an attorney. I mean, I never click on those things unless I really need an attorney, right? So this would be probably your best option. Now look at that suggested bid. You see how high this is now? Remember last tutorial or last session how we did it? It was like 30 cents. Now if you're an attorney, it is going to be a little bit more expensive, guys, because these are more expensive keywords. Facebook knows that, so does Google. So they tend to charge more because they know attorneys make more bucks. So we'll probably just go ahead and leave this around $3.50, or we can set it at manual. We can set it as manual, as maybe we can just do, you know, the most I'm willing to pay is, you know, see how they keep it really tight, you know, $3.50. So the most I'm willing to pay is $3.50 every time somebody clicks my ad. All right, so when will you get charged? Impression or link click? Well, now I want to do link click. I really only want people who click on my ad who really need it to get charged. So let's change it back. See how Facebook does that? They change it back when you're not looking. See that? I clicked on something and it changed it back right away. So ad scheduling. Well, if I'm an attorney, I'm going to go have to say leave it all the time. I don't want to exclude anybody. I don't want to do it on a schedule because I think in this scenario, accidents happen. Our ad can be relevant at any time of the day, right? But like I said, if you're selling shoes or something, if you're selling something where people at work are on their computers during their break and they're looking at stuff, maybe you want to go ahead and leave this on, you know, run ads all the time. But for the shoes, maybe on a schedule. But for this tutorial, we're going to do ads all the time. All right. Now, delivery type, we can go ahead and do throughout the day. But, you know, I actually think maybe accelerated is better in this. You know why? Because people who really only need an attorney will most likely click on this. Now, accelerated, it's going to show more, but we're only going to get charged if somebody clicks on it, right? So I think in this scenario, accelerated would be much better than standard, because standard, remember, we're going to be missing out on a lot of people during the day because it's spreading it evenly over the day. So this is a perfect example of why you would want accelerated. So we can do our advanced options. So we actually, those are advanced actually. I didn't know those were advanced, but those don't seem advanced. So we can do right here, we can go ahead and name it personal injury. So basically the ad set name is sort of, you know, it's like a touch base. So it's basically saying Los Angeles plus the ages of 18. So this would be a good ad set name for us. Now let's go ahead and click on continue. All right. So we're actually brought to this page. Now, I love videos. I don't know about you guys, but I think people should have videos on all of their ads. When you're going through Facebook, let's just go to my Facebook right now. Let's go to my Facebook, and when you see videos, you guys tend to sort of stop and look at it, like this video. You know, it's like, oh, what's going on, you know? But if you see a page like this, maybe not. But I just personally think that the videos are much more powerful than the pictures. So in order to do that, you can click on video right here and upload a video from your library. So you would click on this, and remember, it can't be longer than 2.3 gigs, so 60 minutes. Now that's kind of, you know, oh wow, look at that. Oh, at least 720. Okay, I thought they were gonna say 720 or no more. So it has to be at least 720p. Most things record today at, you know, 1080p, so that would be beneficial. But actually, let me show you guys the difference between single images and videos. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tip in my AdWords campaign. So this is my AdWords campaign, right? This is for one of my videos. Now, you see where it says in stream right here? You see the amount of view rate I have? This ad right here is playing with a video. The in display is just an ad on the side. It's just a little picture. It's a very small picture, but the in stream obviously has a much higher view rate. In fact, I've received 7,600 impressions and I have a view rate of 31%, which is very, very good. And I'm actually paying the same for that. Now this one has 19,000 impressions. Remember, impressions are when people see it. So I have a view rate of 1.54%. So this ad is kind of garbage, but the one that's actually playing the video receives a much, much higher view rate, and I'm paying the same for it. So with this being said, guys, I would highly recommend the video ads more than the picture ads. If they're gonna let you play a video, take advantage of it. You know, there's no reason not to do it. So let's go ahead and go back over here. So I would personally recommend the video. So, you know, you can go ahead and upload that, browse through your library, check it out. If you guys have any problems, you guys can always contact Facebook. Okay, so they do have a little contact button like help up here where you guys can contact them. So let's go ahead and scroll down now. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Now, right here we have our Facebook page. So, you know, which page you want to promote. Obviously, we were doing the same one we were doing, which is the Kylo Ren one. Let's see right here, or the Sith Lord. That's our URL, our website URL. You want to put that in. And right here, you're going to put the headline. But the reason why it's not showing anything because I haven't selected a video. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put a single image. So let's just do image. Free stock images. We can go ahead and do free stock images. Now, some of these won't work. This I know will not work because that has way too much text. And I know Facebook, they're going to say, no, that's not good. So we can go ahead and use one of Shutterstock's images for free. Cool. Usually you have to pay for it. So right now we have this ad right here. Now, where's it going to go? So it's going to go to my website, right? That's what the whole point of doing this. All right, so I added in my my website URL right there. It's cool. Now the headline, you know, let's put this. What's a good title? So and wait, involved in a personal injury. That's a good one. Involved. And then right here, we can go ahead and put something like, we will help sue the pants off your insurance company. All right, something like that, right? So involved in an injury, you know, that looks pretty good right there. Involved in an injury, we will help you sue the pants off your insurance company. So that being said, that is a good ad. Now this shows because this is what we put on our website. So you guys will need to basically change that. So let's find out how to do that. So also learn more. No, I don't like that call to action. Let's go ahead and do something else. We can go ahead and do we'll just do I guess learn more is the best. So the reason why, guys, this is showing this text is because this is the meta description for my website. So when you create your website, you'll need to actually set your meta description. If you don't know how to do that, you guys can watch my tutorial on Yoast. So for example, we'll go back to my channel right here because I don't want you guys to miss anything. This is the complete tutorial. This tutorial right here, Yoast SEO, is a plugin for WordPress and it will help set up your meta tags. I can't do it through the Facebook Manager. Okay, so you know, when you have the time to do that, go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and click on Show Advanced Options. Show Advanced Options, display link. Can I change that? No, I think so, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, actually I can't change that. So I didn't know that. Under the advanced section, guys, we can actually go ahead and change that description. So make sure to do that. And if you leave that blank, it's just going to show your meta description. So that is basically what the search engines see for your website. Okay. So my apologies. I don't use it all the time. So let's go ahead and put something in there like we will help you recover millions. I don't really use Facebook ads to promote my website. I use Google ads and the display network. So my apologies if you're like, this guy doesn't know anything, you know? So we will help you recover millions and the display link. So what do you want this to say right here? Maybe we can change it, you know? Best. All right. So I've changed the display link. See how now it says bestattorneys.com. Now, my website is not bestattorneys.com, but that's what they're going to see right there. Okay, so that is actually a really good thing to do. Now, one big thing, guys, that you guys should all do is, you see where it says pixel tracking? You guys will need to set your pixel tracking. So what is pixel tracking? Well, pixel tracking will actually it will monitor the conversion rates. So if somebody visits your website and they buy something, the pixel tracking will let you know. They're basically saying your ads are working, Darrell. Your ads are working. You know, people came to your website and they are buying something. Now, it is a little complicated to set up your Facebook pixel because you will have to do some script work. But I have a solution because this is the best tutorial ever. You guys can go to Fiverr.com and people will actually help you put your Facebook pixel for you. So this guy says he'll do it within 2 hours. Now remember, you're gonna have to do a lot of, it involves a lot of script, it involves a lot of code on your website. So it's important to let a professional do it, somebody who knows what they're doing. This guy will do it for $5. So I'll put this link in the description. I don't even know this guy, but he's getting lucky because I'm advertising him. So I would highly recommend to use Facebook pixels, because you want to know if someone comes to your site through Facebook, are your ads working or not? If you don't have pixel settings set up, you're really not going to know that. You're just going to say, okay, people came to my site. I don't know if they bought it. They clicked on my site. Did they buy anything? I don't know. So that's why I think pixel tracking is crucial to your ad. Okay. So going through this ad, I think I've gone over everything over here. We can go ahead and, review the order. Now, I don't want to place it, guys. I've replaced a lot of orders already that are just totally bogus. I hope I don't get banned. So that is basically how you guys bring people to your website. I'll just do it anyways. Place the order. What the hell? Why not? It's Friday. All right, so we are processing our order. All right, so it is in review. So this is how you guys bring people to your website. And like I said, guys, it's very important to set up the pixel conversions. Don't ignore that, because you really want to see, I'm going to pause this really quick. You really want to see who is purchasing from your website. So I know you're an attorney, or for this one, we're an attorney, but if you're selling something small, like a consultation fee on your website, and they buy it, you sort of want to know, if they purchased it through your advertisements on Facebook. Okay. So let's go back to our Facebook page. Let's go back to our original Facebook page. All right. Oh, did I do that? Sith Lord. Oh, Sith Lord. Okay. All right, guys. So that is basically it for promoting your website. It is a little bit very similar to promoting your post, except you want to set up pixel conversions, because, like I said, you want to find out who is purchasing. Now, I know I don't use promoting a website too much on Facebook, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't. It's probably better that I do it on Facebook. I just don't really do it too much. So I do it sometimes, but I just use the display network on Google AdWords. Nonetheless, it is still an amazing feature that you guys should use. So now let's go on to the next section, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, welcome back to this exciting episode of Facebook advertising. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to start getting more conversions to your website, so people can start visiting your page and start buying and all sorts of good stuff through Facebook. Now, there is one bonus feature that I wanted to introduce you guys for staying this long, and that is basically how to integrate your WordPress website with Facebook. Let me give you guys a good example of what I'm talking about. So I actually have a page I manage called Gifts to Inspire for one of my clients, and he has a store right here. So this is an extra feature that you guys can have. So all of these products are basically available on his store, and if you guys have WordPress, it will integrate all of your products for you guys, all of your categories. You don't have to do anything. It's all automatic. So that's really, really cool. People can just click on buy now, and it'll take them to the website. So you guys can do this with WordPress. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, you guys can actually go to my my Facebook page. I'm sorry, my YouTube channel, where the title is How to Create a Facebook Store 2016 Sell on Facebook with WooCommerce. I have, it's a pretty good video. I have 66 likes. I guess that's cool, right? So that's if you want to do this. So I highly recommend to do this before you advertise, but you can not have it. It doesn't really matter, but it's just good to have. There's no reason not to have it. So it is free for the first 20 products. However, if you go above that, it's like $9 a month, and you have to pay it annually. But they do give you guys like $380 in AdWords credits, which is a lot. So that is something to consider. Now, let's go back to our page right here. All right. So we are going to set up conversions for our Facebook page. So in order to do that, let's first go way up here and click on Create Ads. All right. So we want to go ahead and do conversions now. We want to increase conversions to your website. Now, in order to do this, guys, you guys will need the pixel installed. Now, you guys can still do it without it, but even Facebook says that's the first thing they talk about is you should really have this, because then you can sort of track your ads to seeing if they are converting or not. And remember, this does involve a lot of script and coding. So a lot of you guys that are watching this might be uncomfortable to do this. I totally get it. I understand. So that's why I recommend to use this guy on Fiverr, where he will use Facebook pixels to sort of help you with your Facebook page. I don't know this guy, so he's kind of just getting free, advertising. I'm not an affiliate for that guy. I have no idea who he is, but I just know that he does that and he has really good reviews. So let's go ahead and set this up now. So after you do your Facebook pixels, you guys can contact that guy. Let's go ahead and set up our page. So for this tutorial, we are going to be selling women's shoes. All right, so women's shoes we are going to be selling. So and let's just say, for example, we're a pure e-commerce store. We have no physical location, but we're based in the United States. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and say, all right, you know what, United States, maybe you want to do international. Maybe you want to do also people from Mexico and Canada. Mexico and Canada. All right. So now we're advertising to people in United States, Mexico, and Canada. So we want to actually target women. And let's just say our shoes are for the club. They're all going to the club. All right. So, it's kind of rude. I don't know when girls stop going to the club. Maybe when they're 50. I mean, there are some clubs out there where you can go that are like 55. So we'll just put 55. Sorry if I offended anybody. So for the age, you can't really go to the club till you're 21. But there's like those quinceañeras and things like that. There's those other traditional things that people use. That young girls use. So we'll go ahead and put 16. All right. Plus they might cry to their mom saying, hey, I wanted these shoes. So that's maybe we should do 15. 15. All right. So languages, we want to go ahead and probably put English. We want to put Spanish. And is Canadian a language? I don't really know. Do they, Canadian? Oh yeah, French and Canada. Okay, they speak French. Okay, so you guys kind of want to select the same languages as your country because that would make sense not to do that. So next, we want to go ahead and do detailed targeting. So remember, we are selling women's fashion shoes. So shoes or women's shoes, women's fashion and apparel. So that was another one I saw. Women's fashion and apparel. There we go. Buy shoes online. See, that's too broad because remember, we're advertising to women only this time. So ladies fashion shoes. That's another good one. Style and fashion. Maybe because we don't want to attract men. We only want to attract women. Women's high heel shoes. That's another great one. High heel footwear. That's another good one. We can do women's young apparel. No. So sexy shoes. That could be for men. I don't know. I think it's for women. I don't think guys would buy sexy shoes. So we do have a decent amount of people right now. So we're reaching around 14 million people. So this is a good potential reach. Our audience definition is pretty good right here. So we can go ahead and leave that. So next we want to add our connection. Facebook pages, people who like your page, sure, why not? Because maybe they want shoes. We don't know yet. Now, I recommend having all of these this time. So before we actually change this a little bit, but for this, we want to go ahead and just do as maximum as possible because girls can buy shoes on their phone. So we want to go ahead and leave this blank. We definitely want to use Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, guys, get it because that would be something very appropriate for Instagram because like shoes, food, apparel, those are all really booming on Instagram right now. So if you don't have Instagram, guys, like I said, just get it. If you don't use it, who cares? It's for business. You're trying to make money. So you want to do all mobile devices. Even if women are at school or girls are at school and college, we probably want to market to all devices there. So show advanced options. We don't really want to exclude any of these, because, dating, of course, that's a good one. Gambling, women, they might be those go-go dancers in the casinos. I don't know, politics, we probably want to keep that. So we're going to go ahead and keep that. Religion, yeah, we're going to leave that blank. Okay. So next we're going to set our budget. So our daily budget is around $20. And like I said, this is the same exact thing, guys, as what we had before. So optimize ad for, you guys can actually do conversions now. So we'll deliver the right ads to your people to get the most conversions at the lowest cost. So we can do that, or you can go ahead and do link clicks to website, which is basically the other setting that we had. But for this, tutorial, we're going to do conversions because we really want to get as many conversions as possible. So conversion window, do you guys want to do a 1 day or do you guys want to do 7 days? So Do you guys want to basically extend the length of time? You know, I would basically leave it as, it's kind of hard to, decide that. I would probably just do, I don't know, just do 1 day, 1 day or 7. Yes, this is 7 days, why not? Okay. So the next thing we have is our bid amount. So we can have it automatic or we can have it manual. So introducing average cost per bidding. Now you can set an average target cost per result. So do you guys want to basically set an average cost right there? So per result, what's the maximum willing to pay? What's the average? So suggested bid. So we better be selling some really expensive shoes. Now, this is basically charging us for the conversion. So if something sells, Facebook wants a cut, okay? So we can do, the maximum per result. But remember, if it's too low, your ad won't show. So Facebook's just going to say, all right, if you're going to only give us $5, then just forget it, okay? So maybe you want to just do average, and maybe you want to just do automatic. Because remember, doing automatic doesn't really mean they're just going to charge you the most, guys. It really depends on the quality of your ads. If people go on your landing page, if they leave right away, there's a lot of factors that determine your quality score, okay? So for this tutorial, we're probably going to leave it as automatic. And we will probably just, probably set, let's try to lowball them. Let's do this to $24. $24 per result. So we're optimizing the ad for conversions, guys. Okay. So remember, this is just like affiliate marketing. Facebook's saying, okay, we'll advertise your stuff, but we want a cut. Okay. So when you get charged, you only have the options for impressions. Okay. So next you have ad scheduling. Now, women's shoes, maybe. I would probably set that as a schedule. So in order to set that as a schedule, we'll have to change this to lifetime budget. And you can set your budget there. But I probably want to do it during business hours. So I kind of want to do it between the hours of maybe like, 9, like here, like that. Is that like just like that? There you go. But we might want to exclude Sunday and Saturday, right? We might not want those. So let's go ahead and exclude those. Just like this. All right, so now we're basically marketing 9 to 5 business hours. So remember, a lot of people are on their computers at work when there's nothing to do, when their boss is not looking. So that might be an ideal situation where you would use the ad scheduling, okay? So delivery type, you guys want to do show your ads throughout the day, or we can actually do accelerated. So, oh no, you cannot. So we're just gonna do standard for this one. So it doesn't really matter, guys, because remember, we're being charged for the conversions. Remember that, okay? So it looks like Facebook's kind of saying we're just going to do it, standard. We're not going to do it accelerated because we're basically getting money off conversions. So with that being said, our ad set name is US, Mexico, Canada, women, 15 to 55. So that is how it is set up. Now let's go ahead and click on continue. So they want us to basically set a conversion. I'm just going to select a one that's not ready yet just to go to the next page. All right. So for advertising products, I might end up using just a picture. You guys can use videos, but with video content, it's more of, it's more of like what's happening right now. It's more of like a media thing. But for, advertising products, I would probably just use an image. For example, when you guys see Amazon products, you never see a video for an Amazon advertisement. You only really see a picture. So I would basically just recommend a picture. Next, we're going to go ahead and go down right here and set up our page. So our page is Sith Lord. I have a lot of, accounts. So that's why it gives me such a large option. You guys will probably have none. So the website URL, we're going to put my website URL. And remember, I don't have a picture here. Oh, I do. It's getting it from my website. So you guys can actually do your own image, or else it's probably just going to use a stock one from your website. So make sure to change this to something that looks really good. That's really what people buy is the picture. Okay. So, the best women's shoes. And then right here, you can probably put something like 50% off. Buy now. Now, those are really bad words because remember, the call to action is already going to have the buy now. So if I go over here, we can do shop now. So putting buy now in your description, guys, I would not recommend doing that. I would probably do something like, something a little bit more creative. you know, something more modern. This is very sales pitchy-ish. You know, it's kind of standard, but you know, I probably would change that. But like I said, I don't really sell women's shoes, so my apologies. Now for our newsfeed description, you guys might want to change that as well. That's this description right here. So we can put, you know, shop the best women's shoes. For the display link, remember, that is this link right here. And you might want to put something like, you know, yourbestshoes.com, you know, to sort of encourage them to sort of buy your product more. Because if they see, you know, for example, darrelwilson.com, I don't know what that is, but if I see, you know, bestwomenshoes.com, they might be more intrigued to click on your ad. So also they have mobile newsfeed. These are the different views for it: the Instagram, the audience network, and your right column. So this is what they're going to see. So remember, make sure when you do this that it looks good from all angles. And you don't have to do URL parameters, but remember, you really want to set that conversion tracking for Facebook Pixel because you want to see how your ads are performing. If you have an ad where you're not selling anything, maybe you should change it up. You know, reach a new audience, try a new age group, try some different pictures. There's probably a reason why you're not selling, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click on place order. You cannot specify bid amount when using auto bid. Setting bid amount is illegal. All right, so we'll go ahead and change our bid. I did not know that. I'm going to go ahead and do back. So we are going to go ahead and just do, we're just going to go ahead and leave this blank and let it set automatic. So we'll just do average. We'll just go ahead and just do, you know, set the, let Facebook automatically do that for us. Okay. So I think that's it, guys, for the conversion rates and everything like that. So there are a lot of, you know, other blogs I'm going to put in the description to sort of give you guys better ideas of what to say on your Facebook marketing, because there's a lot of different things that you guys can say to sort of increase engagement. There's a lot of things that you can say to sort of bring people to your website. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in for you guys in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and click on review this order now. And from here, I can go ahead and just, you know, place the order. But I've already put in so many ads. I don't want to put any more. So I am not going to click place order. So make sure that you guys, you know, really do your research when you guys do this, because remember, you're on your own here. And the worst thing is that not to know what you're doing, you know, blindly marketing. You really want to make every dollar count. Okay. So I hope this tutorial really helped you guys. You know, there was a lot of things that we covered in this, but stick around a little bit more, and I'm going to give you guys some cool bonus features that you guys should use for your Facebook advertising. So stick around. It's a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's very easy compared to Google AdWords. Trust me, it's really not that difficult. Now, another thing that I'm going to show you guys is this guy right here. So this guy will actually create really nice Facebook coverage for you guys for just 10 bucks. He'll make really nice designs. He's extremely highly rated, and you guys can see some of his work right here. So if you guys want to get a premium version, you guys can actually purchase it from this guy. If not, you guys can actually go to this website right here. I'll link it in the description. And these guys have all sorts of cool free Facebook covers. All you guys need to do is just download it, and you guys can use these for your Facebook, because the picture is everything, guys. It really is. You know, if somebody likes the way it looks in the background, they're gonna be more inclined to sort of stick around on your website. Now, another article I'm gonna put is Facebook ads that convert. So this guy right here has a pretty good article on how to, you know, strategies on how to use Facebook advertising campaigns. He has like a free ebook you guys can use, but he really helps you guys, you know, get more in detail and strategies on things to use when you're using Facebook advertising. And another thing that I want to introduce you guys to is your relevance score. So we talked about the relevance score earlier, and I bet you're wondering, how do I find that? Well, it's under your Facebook business or Facebook-business. And the relevance score is very important, guys, because the higher the relevance score, the better. Now, just like AdWords they have, the higher the relevance score is, the cheaper your cost per click will be. Facebook works relatively the same way. So that's it for my tutorial, guys. If you guys have any questions about Facebook advertising, or if you guys want me to help you guys, I have no problem doing that. As long as it's not a huge list, I'll help you guys for free, no problem. So go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you all later.